From the mind of Mark Yoshimoto Nemkov.
So recently, my Berkeley brother Monk Dwayne coined the phrase unicorn mic to describe a microphone that you imagine will sound great for everything. And as we've tried to find that unicorn mic on our tone quest, we seem to tend to prefer microphones that represent different paintbrushes to go with our palette. But I've been thinking more and more about it, and I think the closest thing for voiceover that you're going to come to a unicorn mic would be something in the 87 style. And so I've been thinking a lot about the 87 style lately. And so I've come back to the secret weapon. The secret weapon is my hand-built Danny Bouchard D87. I built this 5 years ago, and it took me 5 years. I've mentioned this before. It took me 5 years from total scratch, not knowing anything about electronics, not knowing my protons from my electrons or how to read a schematic or how to use a multimeter, but learning all this stuff on the fly. And 5 years later, I was able to build this. And this microphone has been used on hundreds of commercials. So I like this, but it's been in exile for the last few months because, for creating content for the channel and stuff cycles in and out. And, and also I picked up the TLM-67. But as I listen to the secret weapon now, do I need the TLM-67? How do they compare? Let's get it on. All right, so this is the TLM-67, and obviously there's a similar tonality, right? That U87-ish style tonality. And I have bedhead. So what I like about the TLM-67 is that it's not as clean and pristine, right? It has quite a bit of secondary harmonic content in there. So it's, the circuit is meant to emulate really like kind of that extra coloration that you would get with a tube with a 67. And there's a slightly rolled off top like with a 67 that you can EQ in a little bit more bite, which I've done at about, 10K. There's a little bit I would say about 4 dB at 10K. And overall, both microphones are going through the same rig. They're going through the Neve 88RS Precision De-esser C-Suite CVOX DFC, right? The usual thing. And overall, I really like this sound. But do I need it with this? How do they compare? Now, the D67, of course, this has a transformer in it, a Cinemag CM1313113. It's got ones and threes in it. And it's the transformer for an 87 style microphone from Cinemag. And it's got a 3U audio W7 capsule in it. And actually, I don't know if he offers the W7 anymore. So this was an early when Guoxing started to when he made this capsule. I think this was part of a prototype batch, or I'm not really sure. I don't want to speculate. But I like the sound of this. I feel like it very accurately represents what I would want from a vintage 87. And so, again, the thing about these two microphones is that they represent really the sonic characteristics of what you would consider today a vintage microphone. Right? It's not a modern crystal clear as a bell sound. It's got a little bit of that. It's got a little bit of, honestly, when you talk about vintage sound, what you're talking about is how musically the transients are squished. And so here through a lot of very premium level parts and a very nice transformer, you still get a little bit of that squish through the transformer and really through the topography of the circuit. It's an 87i circuit. I think it's Rev 23. So considered to be, I think, the best sounding of all the 87i. And 87i is the designation for the U87 before it became the AI. And so in an 87i, you have the capsule polarized at a lower voltage, at around 46 volts. So let's get them up head-to-head here. Let me stop talking. Let's read some commentary. No, not commentary. Let's read some let's read some commercial script. I'm sorry. I'm trying to find this on the page here. So ChatGPT wouldn't write a commercial for me. They've updated it, and it's gotten all sensitive about what it will write about. So I do it to Canva. So Canva was like, "Sure, we'll write anything." So here we go. All right, here we go. Looking for a unique culinary experience? Look no further than House of Tongue, LA's premier tongue meat only restaurant. All month long, enjoy a pound of beef, fish, or cat tongue for only $10 in store. With a commitment to quality and flavor, House of Tongue is sure to satisfy any adventurous palate. Don't miss out on this tongue-tastic offer. Not a real commercial. Looking for a unique culinary experience? Look no further than House of Tongue, LA's premier tongue meat only restaurant. All month long, enjoy a pound of beef, fish, or cat tongue for only $10 in store. With a commitment to quality and flavor, House of Tongue is sure to satisfy any adventurous palate. Don't miss out on this tongue-tastic offer. Don't miss out on this tongue-tastic offer. Don't miss out on this tongue-tastic offer. All right, so what do you think? Hold on. I lost this screen. Oh, yeah, here we go. So, it's getting my face. So, all right, so all month long, enjoy a pound of beef, fish, or cat tongue for only $10. All month long, enjoy a pound of beef, fish, or cat tongue for only $10. So, there's a couple of criteria here. And one is, could you dub one in for the other, right? So if I had cut the original take on one microphone and the client came back and he's like, oh, could you change that? All month long, enjoy a pound of beef, fish, or cat tongue for only $12. All month long, enjoy a pound of beef, fish, or cat tongue for only $12. So, yeah, you probably could, and none of the citizens would notice. But I want to know what you think. So, they are, and the remarkable thing, of course, is that the Danny Bouchard D87, all the parts. I mean, look, let's not talk about the time or like putting a monetary value on my time, that 5 years it took to learn how to do this, or the time it took to build it. Just from parts, right? Really from the tangible thing that I could evaluate as cost. Parts alone, I'm trying to remember what the parts on this cost. The body was a significant expense. The body may have cost as much as the capsule. I'm trying to pull it up in the mind bank, and I'm coming up with a number around 550 ish, right? So I think sub 6. Which was a fair amount of money to pay for a project that you didn't know if you were going to destroy or not. But it worked out. So, yeah, I like this. And the TLM-67, of course, is a $2,000 microphone. And I mean, I'm not one of those people who bashes Neumann for charging as much as they can. I mean, come on. If people will pay it, then why not sell it at that price, even though it's ridiculous? So I don't condone it, but you know what I mean. I can't say anything. So anyway, this is a $2,000 microphone. This is $550 plus my labor. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears. No blood, but a lot of tears. Yeah. A lot of sweat went into this. I mean, I have a sentimental attachment to this because I built it and I think it sounds great. And I have a sentimental attachment to this because this is a microphone I've wanted for a long time. And so as I evaluate this idea of being able to use an 87 style microphone in a unicorn style way across multiple genres of voiceover. So whether I'm going to do character voices with, and that's the thing. 87 sounds is great for character voices, and it really works really well when you have a microphone like this, especially when it's made forward and you've got like a little character voice like that. It really pushes it out. So unicorn mic, yes or no? I'm not sure, but I definitely think I need to have an 87 style mic in the booth. But do I need 2 of them? I don't know. Assassination, you know what to do. There's this is a topic that I hope that you will comment on. Which one sounds better? I mean, maybe this one sounds a little bit more reedy. Maybe this one has a little bit more going on in the lower mids, like right above the presence peak. I mean, they're both cool mics. But leave a comment. All right, until next time. This is Mark Yoshimoto Nemkov, fading to black.